Vice-Admiralty Courts. Historical and legal foundations of Vice-Admiralty Courts. In English law, Vice-Admiralty Courts were established in the Queen's overseas territories to oversee maritime disputes, including cases related to prize law. These courts functioned as extensions of British sovereignty and commercial control beyond the seas. The United States of America remains lawfully a possession of the English Crown under the original commercial joint venture agreement between the American colonies and the Crown. The U.S. Constitution subsequently brought the states alone back under British rule and ownership. However, the American people, separate from the states, retained sovereign standing in law. To bring the American people under British legal control, a commercial process was employed, executed in two major phases. 1. The ratification of the 14th Amendment. 2. The registration of birth certificates and property, converting private rights into state-controlled assets. Thus, all courts in America operate as Vice-Admiralty Courts, enforcing private commerce under the Crown's authority. The fictitious legal entity and its commercial implications. Did you know that the United States legally defines the fictitious entity associated with your name, spelled in all capital letters, as a corporation? This definition appears in 15 U.S. Code Annotated, USCA, Section 44, which states, "Corporation shall be deemed to include any company, trust, so-called Massachusetts trust, or association, incorporated or unincorporated, which is organized to carry on business for its own profit or that of its members." If the state has created this unincorporated corporation, does it have authority over it? Yes, it does. Unless you provide legal notice otherwise, the state retains authority over this corporate entity. The UCC-1 Financing Statement, establishing private sovereignty. The UCC-1 Financing Statement serves as a public declaration that you, the secured party, maintain a legal claim against the debtor entity, the unincorporated corporation bearing your name in capital letters. Filing a UCC-1 statement achieves the following. 1. Removes the entity from the state's jurisdiction, placing it outside the realm of the fictitious corporate structure. 2. Transfers it into the private venue, effectively placing it under your personal control and legal sovereignty. 3. Redefines the entity as a foreign unincorporated corporation to the state, making it legally distinct and no longer subject to state control. While this may seem contradictory in terminology, the legal structure utilizes state-defined mechanisms to establish personal sovereignty within the commercial system. By understanding these legal principles, individuals can assert their rights, protect their sovereignty, and navigate the complexities of corporate state jurisdiction.